Despite the war going on between Israel and Iran and US's involvement in all of this, it looks like Saudi Arabia is still expecting to hold Night of Champions and SmackDown this Friday and Saturday. Now listen, I'm not here to cover the ongoing war. That is not what my channel is about. And honestly, it's such important information because there's actual lives at stake right now that I don't want to mince any words or potentially say anything that's not correct. What I can tell you is that the US recently got involved by bombing some of Iran's nuclear sites. Iran just retaliated by sending some missiles over to the US military base over in Qatar. Not only is Qatar pretty close to Iran, but it's also 6 hours away from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia is where SmackDown and Night of Champions is being held this week and weekend. This has called into question the safety of the performers and basically production people going overseas to this show because it's really like this is hitting way too close to home. Lord knows when people go to war, irrational decisions are made and the health safety concern of civilians are not considered. WWE is not the US government, but they obviously control whether they have the show over in Saudi Arabia or not. To a degree. I think some people tend to forget the logistics of WWE being locked into a 10-year deal with the country of Saudi Arabia. This is a contractually obligated show that WWE must do to ensure the payout of $50 million and to ensure that the country Saudi Arabia doesn't, try to sue them. Also, there's the aspect that if WWE does pull out, then they could face retaliation in some way. And I'm not going to say what I think that is. I'm not going to speculate, but they could face retaliation from that government. And there's a lot of people that want WWE to hold the show somewhere else, anywhere else, but in the Middle East right now. And listen, I 100% agree. I 100% support that idea. For nothing else, the safety of the talent comes first. And if there is a potential of anybody being caught in crossfire, they shouldn't be going overseas. They shouldn't be going to that area of the world right now. Not so close to an area that just got missiles launched at it just 6 hours ago. When contracts are involved, things get very, very sticky, which is why WWE has not really said much. Following the attack on Qatar, they originally closed any flights coming in or going out of the United States or overseas, but they have recently just reopened it. WWE almost had an out there. They could have been like, hey, we can't actually fly overseas, so we can't come, but that's not the case right now. Well, I don't know. I wish I could tell you that WWE is 100% not going to Saudi Arabia, but I don't know. Monday Night Raw is tonight, though, and here's what I will say. If you want a clear image on if WWE is actually going to Saudi Arabia this weekend, then tune into Raw tonight and see if they even mention where they're going. We get to Monday Night Raw tonight, and there is no announcement, no mention of Saudi Arabia at all, and that's a very good sign. Not of a cancellation, but there's a plan B in place. Saudi Arabia is still being mentioned tonight, then we just got to hope for the best at this point. We'll be live tonight on twitch.tv/suplex, where we will be watching Monday Night Raw and discussing everything going on tonight and this weekend. See you there.